Welcome to Pageant Vision TV's coverage of North Carolina, South Carolina, Elementary America Pageant. I'm Brad Hughes, and I'm joined by my good friend Casey Gibson. Hi, Casey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited to be in South Carolina and to be a part of this very exciting pageant. It's a first time for me to work with this pageant system, and so I'm very excited about that. Casey, tell us a little bit about you, though, first, and your background.
Yeah, so I've actually been a part of the High School America group for the past 2 years as a sponsor. I have my own podcast. It's called Crowning Moment Podcast. It's live on all podcasting platforms and on YouTube. So definitely check that out. We're in 58 different countries, have over 10,000 downloads in just under a year. Recently had to interview Miss USA Albany, and just such an amazing time getting to meet all these different people over the past year, and as well being able to sponsor the High School America system for North Carolina, South Carolina has been amazing, and just what a wonderful time that we are here today with the Pageant Vision Group, and I'm just so glad to be joined with you.
Absolutely, and I'm Brad Hughes. I spent 30 years of my career in television and radio management, and now I'm in the medical world with telemedicine, but I've been involved in the pageant world now for about 20 years. I accidentally got involved. One of our radio stations was a sponsor, and they needed an MC on stage, and I said, oh, sure, one of our DJs will do that. And as it turned out, nobody wanted to do it at the radio station, and since I had made the commitment, I did it. And so I MC'd on stage for some over 20 years ago for Miss USA, and had such a wonderful time. And it ended up becoming one of the favorite things I do all year long. Now, 20 years later, I'm judging and obviously involved with Pageant Vision TV, which is a wonderful, exciting new adventure that we're proud to be a part of. We're gonna jump away here and take a look at one of our conversations we had earlier with one of our reigning queens. We have Michaela Fisher joining us now. Michaela is Miss South Carolina Junior High America. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty fine, I think. Yeah, it's a busy weekend for everybody, isn't it?
It is.
How long have you been? You came yesterday, I assume?
We got here Thursday.
Thursday?
Yes.
Wow. So what have you been up to since Thursday?
Well, we've basically just been preparing for giving up our sweet little precious titles, going around and building our connection a little bit stronger before we go.
Sure. How do you feel about giving up that title this weekend? That's got to be tough.
It is. I'm a little biased about it because I love this title. I love the sisterhood that I've gotten. I love this organization. And so being able to be a part of it for a year has been amazing, but I'm also really sad because I have to give it up.
Of course.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that crowning moment last year.
Yes.
In the moment, what were you feeling? What was it like to be in your position to win?
It was down to me and another girl, and I love this girl. She is so sweet. And so being there with her really made me feel really comfortable with being crowned. And as soon as they called my name, I was like, no way, that is impossible. Because honestly, I thought I went into that interview room and flunked it. And so being crowned, I was like, this is a life changer.
Absolutely.
So I'm super curious. How many times have you had that crown on and it's fallen off your head? I mean, I'm curious. I mean, it has to have fallen off a few times.
It has. As soon as they crowned me, I don't think they put another pin, and it fell off of my head while I was walking
right off
across
the bat.
stage. So that's one, and
Okay.
then
So you got it out of the way early.
a few times actually.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. Let's talk about your platform. You were going to ask some questions
Absolutely,
about that,
yeah.
Casey.
Tell us a little bit more. I know you have a new platform that you
do.
just released, so tell the listeners a little bit more about what that is.
So my new platform that I have is called Embrace the Scar, and that is where I will be going around and putting a bunch of art rooms into the hospitals like the Children's Hospital, Augusta Burn Center, and it's really to just go around and the kids who are going through mentally illnesses, cancer, anything that they think is a scar, they're gonna go and they can embrace it in art.
That's wonderful.
amazing.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
absolutely.
That's beautiful. Oh, my turn to ask a question.
Your turn.
Well, gosh. So, junior high. I mean,
Yes.
you're young.
I
You're
am.
young.
I'm only
And
14.
You're kidding. I mean, how impressive of a young lady she is at 14, and I mean, obviously deserving of the title.
Thank you so
And you know, this next year, as you look ahead and go forward, you know, you got some high school ahead of you.
I do.
But have you taken time to think about the future? I mean, any plans for what you want to do career-wise, or are you still working on those ideas?
Well, right now I'm kind of really focusing on getting up this title, and I will be going back to Arkansas this year as New York Junior High. And so right now I'm focusing on that, but I really do want to come back as collegiate one day.
Excellent.
That's amazing. So thinking about that collegiate title, you just finished your junior high.
Yes.
You're gonna have to go into the high school next. You know,
I
do you see a future in this system? Is this something that you really are prepared to come back into year after year?
I really do think I'm prepared because I love this organization. I love Crystal and Miss Candy, the people who run it. It is one of my favorite organizations I've ever competed in, and so I really do think that I will be coming back.
Amazing.
What this last year of your reign, was there something that that absolutely surprised you that you didn't anticipate to happen?
That's a tough one. My money. People's Choice Award. I was shocked because the People's Choice Award was over $16,000. And I used that for scholarships, and I used that for Arkansas. And when I tell you I dropped to the floor when I got told I was Miss People's Choice Award, it was amazing. One of the best things that's ever happened to me.
Excellent. Miss South Carolina Junior High America that's been joining us, and we've so much enjoyed the time and had so much fun. We wish you all the very best in your future activities and your schooling and education and all of your future plans. You've got a great foundation by being a part of a pageant. You know, people talk about pageants being a beauty pageant.
Yes.
It is, but it's a lot more.
than
It
beauty.
is. It's so much more than that. I mean, what happens between you young ladies and the relationships you form and the networking that happens, it's an amazing thing.
opportunities you get.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thanks so much for joining us. We
Thank
wish you all
so
the very,
much.
very best.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Pageant Vision TV's coverage of the North Carolina, South Carolina Elementary America Pageant. We're so excited to be here.
Absolutely.
We happen to be at the same time doing this pageant while Miss Universe is going on in Louisiana, and I think we got the better gig. I think this is kind of fun
I
for us.
absolutely think so.
Yeah.
It's a little more calm. We don't have
Yeah.
to, not a lot, I mean, it's still busy.
Right.
We have a lot going on here at the South Carolina, North Carolina pageant. We have elementary right now. And then this evening, we have the high school division with junior high, high school, and collegiate.
So exciting.
We also have someone special here with us today, and that is the high school national winner, Miss Leah Lynn. So it was so amazing. I know we got to talk to her a little bit, and hopefully you guys can see that interview a little bit later, but I want to bring it back to that Universe competition. It has been fierce, let me tell you. Miss USA, she brought her A game despite a lot going on in the world today.
Absolutely.
But I want to talk about two things that you'll see at Miss Universe this year, and that is buns and gold dresses. I had done my own, play-by-play of what happened at Miss Universe for the preliminary swimsuit, evening gown, and national competition. But it definitely is a interesting competition going forward with it being in Louisiana. A lot of culture for the U.S. coming in, but they just did the national costume, and it was amazing. There was a few standout ones, definitely. Miss USA, she had the moon. She has a whole theme this year with, women in space and moving forward with NASA. So it's really interesting. You should definitely check that out on their social media channels. But I want to talk about something that was in the news.
Miss Universe reality?
So what I was reading up on, this isn't going to be just like, something simple. This is going to be more of like a reality, like Housewives kind of vibe, where they're going to see the whole behind the scenes of what's happening to lead them up to the Miss Universe competition for different countries out there. Everyone's preparation for pageantry is very, very different. And that's something I'm interested to see what the new organization ownership brings into this. They've already got water that they're selling for Miss Universe. They have bags coming out, a lot of different things. But I think reality TV show will really give people out there in the world a insight to what's happening with pageantry.
So is there a role for you and me in this, maybe?
There should be, for sure. As you can tell, we're doing our best job today.
Of course.
But I would love to see us on that. Maybe we should call their people. We'll have our people
There you
call
go.
their people, yes.
Wait a minute, do I have people?
I hope I have people. Do
I
you
don't
have
know if
people?
I might have people. I don't know. It's so much fun, though. We're enjoying being here and a part of this wonderful weekend in the Greenville-Spartansburg area. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to visit with another one of our reigning queens. Mia Panawagwa joins us now. She is Miss North Carolina Junior High America. Hi, Mia. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Yes, I'm excited.
How's the year been for you?
This year has been long. I'm sad my year is coming to an end, but I'm just super grateful for all the opportunities and experiences I've been able to achieve.
Excellent. Junior high, huh?
Yes.
My goodness, how old are you?
So I'm 15, so I'm now in high school, but when I was
Got
in junior
you.
high.
Excellent. So the high school career is now underway, and then college comes next. Do we have a plan for the future?
Honestly, no. I know I want to be a business owner.
That's good.
I want to open a boutique, affordable, because college can be tough, trendy and high quality, but I'm not for sure where I would like to study and get a degree in business administration.
Of course.
So we want to talk about your placement at the junior high school pageant. Let's talk about that. You got first runner up.
At Nationals.
That's amazing.
Wow.
At Nationals, first runner up. I want to talk about that. Being in that first runner up spot, I personally know it is a difficult position to stand in because you're so close. You can taste that victory.
Yeah.
But what has it been like coming back home after that first runner up placement?
I honestly will say, although I was first runner up and I was so close, it was definitely the best thing that could have happened to me. I know the Mia that walked on the stage here in Spartanburg a year ago and the Mia that walked on the stage at Nationals was two completely different people. I was so much more confident in myself, and although it stung, I'm just super proud of where I came from, and having gotten first runner up, it has opened so many doors for me, and I'm just super grateful.
I'm curious, this last year during your reign, was there something just that occurred that was overwhelming to you that you didn't anticipate, and what did you do with that, and how did you get through it?
Overwhelming. Everything can definitely be overwhelming if you make it overwhelming. I would have to say just the prep, I was definitely not prepared for what Nationals and how much you have to prep for it, all the mock interviews, the walking lessons, wardrobe. But I have to say probably the most overwhelming thing was just making sure that, yes, I'm validating everyone's opinions and what they have to say, but I want to make sure that I'm most confident in what I am wearing.
Sadly, the crown goes to another head this weekend.
Yeah.
What's your advice for your successor?
Live in the moment. This year has flown by, and you can't take things for granted. You're gonna laugh a little, cry a little bit, but all the feelings are normal. Nerves are amazing, they're good. Like, everyone is valid to have nerves. I get nerves all the time.
Sure.
I actually was kind of nervous before interviewing you today.
But we're easy, aren't we?
You guys are perfect. But just to my next successor, live in the moment and stay yourself, because when you won for who you are, and if you go to Nationals, if you win, you want to be who you are as a person, as that title holder, and be so real.
Fabulous.
That is absolutely a great statement to go ahead and put out there for your next girl that's coming into this title. Like you said, you want them to be themselves, but what is like one piece of advice that you went in going to the national competition with to tell the next girl?
At Nationals, I was very observative. I was taking everything in because Nationals is a huge experience. I feel like I could have had a little bit more fun, not saying I wasn't having fun, but loosen up a little bit. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it took me until the last few days to realize that.
This dress is amazing. What is it, leather? Or?
It's leather.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out Vestique. But it's giving Kim Kardashian, not keeping up with the Kardashians anymore, just the Kardashians. But I love her.
Yeah, it looks fabulous on you.
Very a bronze goddess. I love it.
Excellent. Well, Mia, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank
and
you for
we
having
wish you
me.
all the very best as you move forward in the years ahead. And we wish you all the very, very best.
Thank you, guys.
It's Mia.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Mia, Miss North Carolina Junior High America.
Bye, y'all.
Casey and I are so incredibly proud to be a part of Pageant Vision TV. And there's some big changes and some exciting things that are coming for Pageant Vision TV. There's a subscription platform, but more importantly, some of the interviews we've done today and our pre-shows are available free on the website. And then in addition to that, it's pay-per-view for the actual show itself, and you can find all of that information on the website at Pageant Vision TV. But then there's also a subscription program, which allows people to get to content from previous radio shows nationwide,
Yes.
and news information we're going to have. Pageant Vision, we're very excited because we're going to be providing some new content in the future. We'll have news pieces under the subscription, a lot of fun stuff. So make sure you check out the webpage, find out all the information and the details, and it's extremely inexpensive, particularly if you're in the pageant world and you want to follow it, follow some of the people that you're excited to follow, etc. So we'll get our subscriptions, and hopefully you will as well, and join us on Pageant Vision TV as we grow and become the preeminent leader in pageant coverage, with news coverage and lots of other exciting things that you'll find on the website. So make sure you check us out at pageantvisiontv.com. It's real simple. Or no, pageantvisiontv.tv. Pageantvision.tv. There we go. PageantVision.tv. We gotta make sure we get this right. PageantVision.tv. Check everything out there. It's there. It's much more understandable than what I just explained, but we wanted to just take a moment to make you aware of some of the exciting things that are gonna be happening with Pageant Vision TV, and make sure you check it out.
You won't be sorry, I promise.
Absolutely. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we've got more exciting coverage for you here on Pageant Vision TV. Welcome back to Pageant Vision TV's coverage of the North Carolina and South Carolina Elementary America Pageant. We're having such a great time.
Absolutely.
And it's such a wonderful community, and it's so fun to be here in South Carolina. And what a beautiful day we have outside.
It is.
It's been a great day.
A great weekend for sure with all of the
is.
girls. It's been just nice to see everyone coming together. That sisterhood here seems to be very rich.
Yeah. We've got a lot more coverage for you, but right now we want to have you take a look at one of our conversations we had earlier with one of our reigning queens. It's Brad and Casey again, and this time we're joined by Allie Sigmund, who is Miss North Carolina High School America. We're so excited to have you. How are you doing?
I am incredible. I hope you are.
Incredible, huh?
Yes.
I don't know that I'm incredible. Is that your polite answer or the real answer?
It's the real answer. There are a few blisters forming on the feet as we speak right now, but we're managing. We're getting through.
Excellent. Here it is, the end of your reign. So Allie, tell us, as you're ready to give up the crown this year, or this weekend actually, what are you feeling? Is it sad? Is it exciting? I mean, what do you feel when you're in this position?
Well, you name all of those emotions, and it truly is such an amalgamation of all of those emotions. This has been my dream title for about 2 years now, and I worked so hard to get to this point, and it's sad to see the end of such an incredible dream of mine, but it's also so exciting to see a girl win a title that's truly going to change her life.
Amazing. And you and I have gotten the chance to talk multiple times now coming into this weekend. But I want to ask you something that you've been passionate about this entire year that you've talked about on your social media and going into different places. Tell us a little bit more about your platform.
Of course. So the High School America organization really promotes BRAVE, building respect and values for everyone, which is an anti-bullying platform. But I wanted to put my own personal spin on it to ensure that everyone is truly getting included in this anti-bullying prerogative. So I decided to tie in my own personal platform of Alzheimer's awareness into this and really focus on elder bullying advocacy. I've gone to nursing homes, I've gone to retirement homes. I've wanted to go everywhere I possibly could to ensure that all people, regardless of age, are being reached with this anti-bullying message. It's something that's really close to my heart, as I've had a grandmother who's passed away from Alzheimer's disease, and I'm so honored that I get to continue to spread this message even after my reign ends.
Absolutely an honor. I was going to ask you, what your motivation was for Alzheimer's and grandma, obviously, and it's a tough disease. Matter of fact, I think there's a new drug that was just recently approved by the FDA, and it'd be nice if grandma was still here for that. But with what you're doing and working forward with Alzheimer's awareness, it's going to create a lot of great things. So that's fantastic.
Of course, and I know she's looking down on me with a smile.
Yeah. So when you pass that crown off, what are you going to go home and do? You go home and go to bed?
Well, it's actually funny you say that. At my state interview last year, I was asked what I would do with 1 extra hour in the day, and I said I was going to go to sleep because a girl can always use some more sleep. But yes, I have a lot of ambitions, a lot of things that I have working in these next few years. I'm a senior in high school, so I'm applying to colleges right now and getting those acceptances back. My dream school is the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, so I'm waiting to hear back from them with an acceptance. I hope to one day study political science and go on to be an attorney. So I have lots of big dreams and aspirations, and I hope hope I can bring those into light in the next few years.
Excellent.
You absolutely can. I know that anything you set your mind to, you can achieve. But I want to talk about one of the amazing pictures you posted recently was you getting called out for the top at the competition, the national competition. Tell us a little bit about what that moment was. Backstage, you're waiting with all the other girls, and I hope that you can check out her social media to see this picture because it really says it all. Tell them a little more.
So like I said, this organization has been the penultimate organization for me. It's what I've really wanted to work for in my pageant career. So standing in that room, there are 50 girls side by side. You're holding hands because you've just experienced this crazy week of events and excitement leading up to this moment. And you hear North Carolina. And literally you go blank. You start running down the hallway because you're going to the elevator, you're going on stage. It is just such a moment that cannot be replicated. It's absolutely incredible. You go blank and then you think about it, you want to cry, but you can't because your makeup's on and you're about to go on stage. So it's just such an incredibly emotional moment. But having those pictures to look back on is really something special.
You know, I'm noticing your energy, your enthusiasm, and your passion. It's very, very out there. Are you this way all the time? I get the sense that you are.
Some people.
You wake up with a smile on your
I'm
face,
glad that
don't
you're
you?
saying that in a positive way because a lot of people, my energy is a lot
Right.
sometimes, but I want to make everybody feel just as special as they truly are. I want everyone to feel like they are important and that they have value. And by being optimistic, by having a smile on my face, I can share that with everyone in every place that I go.
Okay, it's that time. This is the weekend that you pass on to your next person in line. What are you feeling? What are some words that you have for the next girl that takes your place?
Of course. So as a part of having my crown, I have personally reached out to a lot of the girls that are competing this weekend as part of my recruitment. And I've been spreading messages to them all about the importance of trusting the process in this next year. This is a hard title to hold. It's very prestigious. You can tell by this production of the state pageant. It's very important that these girls represent this title well. And it's so important to not only lean on the state directors, but to also contact people who've held it previously. Really to be interested in holding it well. Being a very good title holder is so important, and holding yourself in a way that shows how much you care about this title and how much passion you have for the organization is so important. So I hope that I'm able to spread that message with these girls this weekend as I've tried to in past weeks leading up.
Excellent advice, and I think you're a great example of that, no question. Allie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
She's Miss North Carolina High School America, and we've so enjoyed our time with you.
Thank you.
Brad and Casey with Pageant Vision TV, having a fabulous time here in South Carolina at the North Carolina, South Carolina Elementary America Pageant.
Yeah.
Almost screwed it up, but I fixed it there. We thank you so much for watching. We've had a terrific time, and we hope you've enjoyed it as well and had the opportunity to get a little insight and see some of our reigning queens from the past. So we're very grateful that you've joined us, and we've got the big show coming up here shortly.
Very shortly.
But we also have a couple of other pageants that we'll have coverage on coming up in the future, both Nebraska and Kentucky. So we invite everybody to join us in Nebraska and Kentucky as well for coverage from Pageant Vision TV. Gosh, what else do we need to cover? I mean, we've got the big show. Are we ready to go to that?
I would hope so, and I hope that they invite us back for that Kentucky and Nebraska.
Well, that would be fun. But
would be fun.
and we are going to come back here a little bit later, and we'll have coverage of the high school pre-show as well. But now it's time to send you to the live stream on Pageant Vision TV to watch the elementary show, and we wish all of these young ladies the very best of luck, but most importantly, we hope they have fun.